Hello, I'm Jody Wolf. You're watching Expoz, July 17, 2016, 9:33 p.m., Birmingham. And you know the topic. 3 cops killed in Baton Rouge, 3 wounded. And the gentleman, Gavin Long, a Marine at that, age 29, first that cued in on this and made remarks on internet was Stuart Rose, the Oath Keepers head guy. He said he's prepared to offer protection for any police officer's family that asks. Any. He said, and there's not a number I'll stop at. But what he is saying too is we're ready to go. You know, we are here. We are ready to move. And he's not the only one that's speaking. You have the militia. These guys are itching. I'm telling you. The bad thing about all of it is it's not but one man at a time and decides at midnight he's going to do something. Now, I don't believe for a moment that someone doesn't know what is about to happen other than the person that's about to do it. For example, Gavin Long. You had one of the officers that died, his son, 15-year-old, was out on a peace march rally just the day before. His son. And did Long know his son? I don't know. Janine Prero, you know her. She's over the top. She is over the top with it. And a lot of people are. This is getting out of hand. I'm going to tell you what I think the aim is, and I'm going to tell you what I think what's going to resolve this is going to be. I think the aim is as Obama, like I said, he's trying to do all the damage he can do on his way out. This is exactly what Satan will do when God cast him here. He will do all he can do because he has but a short time left. Obama is doing all he can do because he has but a short time left. I tie these two together because both of them are evil suck buddies. Obama, if I had a family member killed, a police officer killed in any way, I'm going to sue the crap out of the government. I would go after the man that started it, Obama. This wasn't here until he started running his mouth and telling the world it's okay for terrorists to come over to America to kill people. We just don't want to call them terrorists. And on and on and on. Obama, he is the instigator. He's the one that started this. He's the one that should be out there stopping it. All right, I'll get on. Now over in Turkey. Since last night, it has taken another turn. If they have not called martial law, they will by tonight. And I say tonight, I'm talking about 12 hours from now. Also, let me tell you another place to go and find out what's going on. Find out what's happening. Prophecy update. Please write that down. And look at the one dated July 16th. It's called the Watchman Report. That's what it's called, a Watchman Report, Violence and Terror in 2016. And when you watch that, it's only 23, 24 minutes long. But when you watch it, it'll bleed over into another title. And that other title is The Great Awakening. It's going to pop up on the screen, and you'll continue to watch, and you'll see people like Tom Horn explain to you what is happening today. But he's also explaining to you what the Great Awakening is. It is us, guys. It is us. You have a watchman report, watchman on the wall. Every Christian is a watchman on the wall. And then when you have the Great Awakening, then, I guess that's what we need. And I am so horribly shaken by these cops. I remember my first day on the job, and I was one of the lucky ones. There was a bank robbery occurred at 9:01 a.m. in the town I worked in. At 9:10 a.m., I caught the first of 4 bank robbers. They were black. 1973. They were in a Pontiac 2+2 Bonneville. They were popular back then. They had a shotgun, and the detective that picked up their trail by accident, he picked it up because he was on his way to work. And when we got the call, we were about to exit off of a highway, and here they come up in front of me and my sergeant who was driving. A 6-mile chase, they wrecked, and I caught the first guy. I caught him because he was too fat to climb a fence. But also, they dropped the gun in the alleyway between 2 houses. And that's where my detective was on the trail. It's lucky that that gun was empty because they shot at him several times. Anyway, that same detective pulled over a car, 4 blacks, ages 15, 16, 16, 16. The 15-year-old stole the car from his grandfather for a joyride. Obviously, he couldn't drive. My sergeant, detective, went to pull him over at midnight, found he was 15, and he said, "Son, you shouldn't be out here. I'm going to call your grandfather." Handcuffed him in the front. And he told the other guys, he said, "Y'all come on out too." He said, "I'm going to be calling your parents." The guy handcuffed in front reached over and grabbed my sergeant's gun and shot him. And the sergeant fell to the ground and threw his hand up and said, "Son, you don't want to do that," and shot him again. The bullet went in here, down the arm, hit a bone here, shot in this way, right into his neck. And the third shot, right through the heart. The sergeant died right there. 5 months I've been on the job, and I've seen 2 things. And these instances were black people. I've never seen anyway, I've had that bad taste in my mouth for a long time, but I have never allowed myself to be anything but on extra guard when I'm pulling over anyone who is black, who is other than Caucasian. It's just for safety. After that, we had 2-man cars for 2 years. And it wasn't that the officers were nervous by any means. It was that our sergeants and our lieutenants and our chiefs wanted to take extra precaution. And believe it or not, although I came in 73, by the time I was there 5 years, I didn't have but 5 guys above me. I hadn't moved up, and I was number 6 in seniority-wise. We had a small department, but today the department has grown by almost 3.5 times the size it was then. Anyway, I'll get out of that. But my problems, I say the problems within our department all came from black people, except one. And, but again, a Watchman report, violence. Watch it under prophecy, update videos. Go to this date, July 16, and then you'll see another one. By the way, you go there, subscribe to it. It'll come to you every day and give you updates on what's going on in every country around this earth. 3 times a day, you'll get updates before the newspapers will get them. And you'll get updates that most newspapers won't even tell you about. And like MSNBC or CNN, they won't tell you any of that anyway. But a prophecy update, you will get it all right from the horse's mouth. Christians don't hold back. Another thing, after we had gone to Japan and kicked their butts for what they did to us, there's still a war going on in Germany, in France, Europe, Russia. Only then, when we sent people there, did we find out that over half the Jews that lived, they have already killed. We didn't know it. Our country didn't know it. We may have had some people that knew it, but it was never brought up. This is one thing that our guys took is their number one objective. Get your butt in there and stop that and take them out. And that's what we did, join forces with Russia and stop the killing of the Jews. Started releasing all of them that were hemmed up. There was millions more set to die. And that is primarily why God blessed our country. God made us who we were. And now we have one man that's trying to tear it down. One man. Obama. That is who every person that lost a husband or a father or an uncle to go in and make the federal government, aka Obama, responsible for their death. He's the one that said Black Lives Matter. In other words, ruling everybody else. They don't mind. They don't matter. Only the blacks matter. Since someone said that, it wasn't his idea. He picked up on it. He should have said Black Lives Matter too, but he did not. I hold him responsible for the murder of every white or black cop in the United States. He's responsible. I'll never see him any differently than that. And I would hope and pray that all of you would hold him responsible. Because he's the one that's doing it, guys. He's doing it. Not only that, you don't know how many Muslim women and female children are being killed in this country. You don't know. You need to make it your next adventure or whatever, your search engine. You need to get in and find out. They're killing these 14, 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old Muslim girls every day here in our country. Honor killing. All they need to say, honor killing. And they've done it by dragging them out in the street in no-go zones and killing them right in front of a lot of people. You dishonor SOB. That's what Muslims are that do that. Dishonorable SOBs. All of them. Jody Wolf Expoz.